Y'all let me know what we looking like now. Okay, we live, bam. Okay, we on. We on YouTube now. Okay, we on. We on YouTube now. We on YouTube now. You dig? You dig? What's up, Ray? What's up? What's up? What's up, Pooh? What's poppin'? What's poppin', man? Welcome, welcome. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Hot Boy Turk. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't been on live in a minute. Haven't been on YouTube in a minute. But okay, I see y'all coming in this thing. I don't know what was going on earlier, man. But you know what I'm saying? We got it fixed. You feel me? We got it fixed. Let me see if I'm on my Twitter page. I don't even think I'm on Twitter, but if I'm not, we just gonna rock with it like this. Okay, we on Twitter too. We on Twitter too. Stop playing. Stop playing, man. We all over, man. Let me see if we on Facebook then. Let me see if we on Facebook. If we on Facebook, we always good, man. You know what I'm talking about? Some things I just don't even have to do. Okay, we ain't on Facebook. It's cool though. We ain't on Facebook, but it's cool. Hey, listen, man. I know y'all been hearing um still on fire, man. That thing doing what it do, you feel me? A lot of people rocking with it. And it's doing organic numbers, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my team, man, from making that thing work the way it working. You feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. Real life. Still on fire, man. It's the lead single off the up and coming, highly anticipated album, Joseph. You feel me? That I'm gonna be dropping for the first quarter. You know, I had to give them something that kind of like, you know, represent me at the time of what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, a lot of people rocking with that thing, you know. And for all you haters that's hating, man, listen, man, you can't you can't hate greatness all your life. You feel me? If you don't like something, just don't pay attention to it, man, because you're outnumbered. You're out fucking numbered, man. You know what I'm talking about? You're outnumbered, man. Yeah, you're outnumbered. So, um, I had a chance, man, to read up on a lot of things that's happening in hip hop, and I see that boy Boosie back talking on Vlad. You know what I'm saying, doing this thing. Um, see that boy Rick Ross and Meek about to drop their album. You know what I'm saying? Congrats on that. And I see my boy D1 telling the truth, not hating. Know what he say he doing. You feel me? So I got a question that I want to ask y'all. Is it snitching when a person, a civilian, and the civilian do something to you, but what you would do to somebody in the streets, you can't do to a civilian. So the only way you could get the civilian back, you have to let the courts deal with it. Um, is it snitching when you take that approach? They got civil court where you could get lawsuit, and they got criminal courts where you could go to jail. What's y'all thoughts on that? You know, what's y'all thoughts on that? Um, y'all already know my thoughts on that situation. You feel me? I think civil is something that you have to do with when it's business. You know what I'm saying? And criminal is just the opposite. Somebody going to jail. So I don't wish jail on my enemy. So I wouldn't send nobody to jail. I wouldn't wish that on nobody. You know what I'm saying? But when it come to me having to get my money, you know, I don't want to do nothing to somebody, because therefore I'm gonna be having to deal with a criminal case, maybe, and I still won't get my money. So it leave me no option but to make my lawyer, you know, deal with it in a civil matter, but not a criminal matter. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all think about that question. Is it snitching or is it not? Y'all leave the answer in the comments. Um, when is clout chasing? Or is it somebody just trying to create a buzz for things that they're pushing on either side? Social media, to me, is a tool. You feel me? If you take social media too serious, then you don't need to be on it. You don't need to be versing your opinion. You don't need to be, you know, watching what's going on with other people. You feel me? If you're going to be emotional about it when people start to talk about you. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't take it personal. People didn't spread lies. They didn't crack jokes. They didn't did everything. And some of the shit I laugh about, to be honest, because it's funny. It's television to me. Tell lie vision. Tell a lie to your vision. You feel me? So, you know, I don't take it personal when people talking who don't know me and don't know nothing about me. They just really speculating. You feel me? Like, you really don't know me. You really don't know nothing about me. So how you know? You know what I'm talking about? And that's what we gotta get at. We gotta really, 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 really get there to the point where, man, fuck them people. You hear me? And learn to use it as a tool. You feel me? Like, I be seeing people saying things and they don't be having a clue of why a person doing what they doing. You know, like, I'm using social media to stay connected with my fans, because once upon a time I was a part of a machine. You know what I'm saying? That machine got taken away. Do that mean I don't have no fans still? Nah, because that machine once upon a time gave me my fans. You see what I'm saying? So it's my responsibility to connect with those fans, like just like God connected with the prodigal son. I look at my fans as the prodigal fans. I gotta go find them. You feel me? That machine, when that machine stopped, them fans ain't stopped. Them fans just got lost, like where they don't know where you at. So you gotta go find them. And social media is a perfect tool to be able to find them in every city, every state, every country, everywhere in the world. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody stop that. So then you become the machine. You know what I'm saying? And how you do it is going to determine how your movement move. You feel me? If you was a part of a machine at one time, of course people gonna try to make fun of you when they don't see you doing the same things you used to do, when they don't see the same people being around you that used to be around you. They not even paying attention to all the new people that's coming around you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nelly, man. I woke up this morning, man. Nelly posted me on his page, man. To me, that was something big because I got invited to Nelly costume party, and I was back there. You know, Nelly and Ashante was taking pictures, and I ain't know who he was because he had the mask on. That nigga was dressed like a GI Joe ninja or something for Halloween. But I was invited to his party. I felt special to even get an invite, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I be forgetting who I am, man. You know, but these last few months, man, my team have really like made me realize, nigga, you Turk, nigga. You a fucking legend. You know what I'm saying? You a legend, nigga. Start acting like it. You feel me? Because I found myself like, when you never experience certain things, man, as a celebrity, you know what I'm saying? Like, you tend to not even know the feeling of being a celebrity, like how you supposed to feel. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't a feeling, it's what you know. You know what I'm talking about? I know that I am who I am, and can't nobody stop that. Can't nobody take that away. You feel me? So, with that being said, it's time to work. It's time to put it in their face. Make them remember that, man, that boy ain't playing no games out here. You feel me? Still on fire. Still on fire. Ain't cool down yet. You hear me? So that's what I'm on, man. The campaign is strong. Campaign is real. You know, I got a lot going on right now, man. Just signed a new deal, and not no record deal. I'm talking about some boss shit. I'm gonna be going on tour real soon. You know what I'm saying? Locking in a lot of little situations, man. You know, I got my own artists. Um, I got a few endorsements that I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Got my own strain coming, you know, partnering up with strains, and this a whole bunch of stuff, man. I'm doing my podcasting, you know, telling the truth, not hating. Y'all already know what it is. Heads Up podcast, man. Me and my wife about to do Make Love, Make Money podcast, you know. Um, and we creating content. We got right now, we got the suction challenge. You know what I'm saying? That's me and my wife. You know, we gonna be doing things that's fun in a couple setting, you know, showing you how to make love, make money, just have fun. I ain't trying to be that old OG, all mad and sad and being angry at people, fussing at people online, and you know what I'm saying, trying to prove that I'm this and prove that I'm that. Nah. I denounce the streets. You don't even have to tell nobody I ain't street. You don't even have to tell nobody I ain't no gangster, because I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to impress nobody on that. Like, I'm a family man. I'm a God-fearing man. I'm a businessman. You feel me? That don't have nothing to do with being a gangster trying to prove a point. I'm about to kill you. I'm about to do this. Because the niggas that saying that shit, if you saying that shit out like in the open, to me, you're police. You know what I'm saying? Just straight up. You talking all this tough gangster shit, you know what I'm saying? And knowing that the feds watching, you a police. You're dry snitching. You're wet snitching. You know what I'm talking about? To me. A nigga who done been in the penitentiary, and I know how this shit go. You know what I'm saying? Nigga don't be talking about all this shit. How you know all this information? That's how I be thinking. I think the opposite. You feel me, nigga? You speaking too much information freely, you know what I'm saying, to not be a police. And that's another thing. I don't give a fuck who the police or who not. I don't give a fuck. I ain't doing nothing illegal. You know what I'm saying? And I'm staying away from niggas who is. You feel me? I don't want to have nothing to do with them. You know what I'm talking about? My circle small as a period, man. If I think you on some shit, you know, I didn't caught snakes in a circle, and I got rid of them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes snakes get in. You feel me? But soon when you see the signs and the symbols, man, instantly, you know what I'm saying? Step on their motherfucking head, man. Move them out the way. You feel me? But other than that, bro, you know, I'm focused, doing what I'm doing. Shout out to my dog Beehive, man, my podcast partner, man. We making a lot of noise, man. You know, we just interviewed that boy Ace Hood. Shout out to Ace Hood, man. He got the project Body out. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all check that out. That interview coming soon. We dropped that D1 interview, cause that boy D1 on fire. Y'all go check that out on Beehive ATL YouTube page. Matter of fact, man, let's get into that. Let's get into that. Let's get into that Beehive. That D1 reacts to Rick Ross calling him basket head.
Meet the new Google Pixel 8 Pro. Trade in your old phone and save. Get it today on Google.
Let's see, y'all.
What's happening? The question is your boy B Hot Radio Shout. As always, I got my podcast partner off in this thing, the original hot boy himself, Turk. What's good with it, my dog?
Still on fire. I'm on fire.
Ooh.
You dig?
I mean, Turk, we got another NO partner off in this thing,
Yeah,
though,
my brother from
D-Wood.
another.
What's good with it, boss?
Man, I feel like I'm with family right now,
You
bro.
is.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, D, first of all, man, I mean, speaking of family times and stuff like that, you know, I saw my family member trending on TikTok, Instagram, and every blog site in the world.
Yes, sir.
Because you done got into it with Ricky Rose, the Ross, and Meek Mill, and everybody else. I mean, how did all of this stuff come about, sir?
Well, I love those brothers.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that you could get into it with people from loving them so much that I wanted to be honest with them. Just about the fact that they have massive platforms and they speak for millions in the black community. So to continually use that massive platform to glorify murder and drug dealing in their music, like what I was hearing from the recent singles that just dropped, I was just like, yo, you can do better. And I said that. And I said that on Sway in the Morning. And in me saying that, what they say, a hit dog gonna holler, you know what I mean? Because I'm saying this passionately because I'm just like, it's confusing messaging to the youth when they're like, whoa. And all I'm doing is reiterating what I said on Sway. It's confusing messaging to the youth when they're like, man, Meek Mill is the face of prison reform, but Meek Mill is also talking about getting cats murked at the red light in his new song and talking about putting a bag on people's head and all that. And when Ross is doing the same thing, it's confusing, you know? And it makes other communities not take our community seriously. So all I did was speak on that. And the fact that I spoke on, like, look, I love you too much to not be honest with you, because so many millions of people feel the way I feel, but they just intoxicated with the ignorance.
It's called a silent majority as well, too.
A silent majority, bro.
You know.
And a brother like me that's just like, man, I'm here to serve God, man. Like at the end of the day, I got to read this before we get started. Matthew 10:37. If you love your father or mother more than you love me, you are not worthy of being mine. Or if you love your son or daughter more than me, you are not worthy of being mine. Brother, with that being said, these attachments that artists have to the industry, to just doing what they said people want to hear, or to doing what their record labels are requiring them to do, that means that, and I'm not just talking about those artists now, I'm talking about artists in general, that means a lot of artists who are in very popular positions and rich positions, they just rich slaves.
I think it takes growth, you know, and everybody got their time where they reach a level of where D1 at, you know what I'm saying? Shout out, man, for that cash app, you know what I'm talking about, I appreciate that. If y'all just tuning in, man, this is that D1 interview, you know, that me and my podcast partner interviewed D1. If you're not familiar with D1, D1 is an artist out of New Orleans, you know what I'm saying, that had a lot to say about the state of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And you know, some of the things I agree with him on, some of the things I didn't agree with him on, and y'all gonna hear me and him kind of like go back and forth on our views of what we think about it, you know what I'm saying? And you know, y'all can make sure y'all leave a comment, like, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think, man. And y'all already know what it is, man. That's Still on Fire. Video going crazy, man. Y'all go get that single. That single is on all platforms, and that Joseph album is on the way, man. Stay tuned. Let's go. And even me being an artist, you know, I tell people, you know, don't be influenced by what I do. Be inspired to reach inside yourself to do what's inside of you. You know what I'm saying? And I think from some of the places where we grew up at, you know what I'm saying, we still have that mental picture of how we grew up, and we express ourselves and we paint these pictures, you know what I'm saying, not to necessarily glorify, because I think glorification comes in when you telling them this what you need to go do versus I'm just painting a picture. Because if you think about it, Denzel Washington, and I use this all the time. He played bad cop in Training Day. You know what I'm saying? It's a role. It's a act. When he go home, he's Denzel Washington. He's not that bad cop. And just as well as Martin and Will, they played bad boy. You know. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, man. Hit that like button. That get us in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to all the subscribers too, man. You know, y'all been doing good, bro. Like, we almost at 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Shout out to all my followers on Instagram. We on Instagram and we on Bigo as well. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my people on Twitter. We couldn't be on Facebook. Something going on. And we ain't on TikTok yet. But, you know what I'm saying? Later on, y'all already know what it is, man. Stay up. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So I think rappers get a more like backlash, you know what I'm saying? When they rap these lyrics. Now, you right, and I feel like give them a time in a you know, a little space to grow, because we all have to grow to be a D1 in our speech. You know what I'm saying?
With all due respect, what about
at this time, D1 wasn't really trying to hear what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's why it's always good to have a healthy conversation. You know, I feel like grown men, you know, don't have enough of healthy conversations with each other. And that's why, you know, we always wind up, you know, beefing with each other, because people don't know how to communicate. You know, we can agree to disagree, or we don't agree with each other. You feel me? Don't mean that I'm less of a man because you trying to get your point across, I'm trying to get my point across. Nah, real men gonna speak their mind. They got real grown men that be harboring their feelings of how they feel about you, then trying to get somebody else to feel the same way. And then sometimes they accomplish that. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody else feeling some way that you feeling, because you and your feelings about something that ain't even factual. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what's going on, bro. And I'm here to set the record straight, to be a demonstration why I illustrate, you know, being a grown man, being a man. When I set my face in this podcast world, I ain't come in this podcast world to be messy. You know what I'm saying? I come in this podcast world to put out education, to educate people, not just my people. You know what I'm talking about? Just people in general. Because I even find that to be ignorant when people be saying my people and only my people. That's, to me, you racist. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you have to be open-minded. You know what I'm saying? When God said we are one, we are one, you know what I'm saying? In spirit, just a lot of people don't know their true identity. You know what I'm saying? We all are in the pursuit of the same thing. That's happiness. When we realize that's what we got and that's who we are, then we won't even be mad at each other no more. You know what I'm saying? Everything we have is already inside of us. You feel me? But everybody don't get to that level of thinking and knowing at the same time. So that's where I come in at, man. It's gonna be a lot of people that not gonna be liking, oh man, you need to shut up. You need to, but you rather listen to an ignorant person talk all day. Tell them to shut up. Cause, you know, if you're not understanding and you're not trying to change your life, then maybe you need to turn the channel, change the station, walk away. You feel me? Because guess what? Long as I'm speaking, man, God gonna continue to work through me. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't here to judge nobody. You know what I'm saying? But I am here to spread God's word. You know what I'm talking about? And it is what it is, man. It's the truth. You feel me? And telling the truth, not hating. You know what I'm saying? And me and D1, you know, we having a healthy conversation, man. So this is part one. This ain't even the whole thing, but I'm gonna give it to y'all, and y'all just let me know in the comments what y'all think, man. You know what I'm saying? I think this gonna be one of the best interviews that D1 did, for real, because he on a press run right now. You know what I'm saying? And the brother is real wise, man. Check him out.
when you 47 years old?
That don't mean we're grown. That don't mean we're grown. That don't mean we mentally mature. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm 42 years old, you know what I'm saying? And I stand for family, you feel me? I denounced the streets, you know what I'm saying, when I came home out of prison, and I got backlash for it. The old me would be going back and forth, trying to, you know, keep my image, whatever, but I realized I got a wife. I realized I got kids. So certain things that I would normally do in these situations, I think before I react now. Everybody no matter how old you is. 'Cause I seen a lot of people older than me that's rich, but mad, sad, depressed, you know what I'm saying? So it be more of a have you grow spiritually, mentally, you know what I'm saying, to say you a spiritual man, you know what I'm talking about? Everybody not there.
And watch this, brother. We talking about public figures who are putting out public content. Public messages deserve public responses. So we almost getting to a point in society where people saying, man, you can't even say somebody's music whack no more. Like that's hating, that's wrong, da. All I'm doing is giving commentary on content, not on people's character as a person, on content that's coming out. I'm saying.
So yeah, I hear what he's saying. A lot of people not gonna hear that. He's not talking about the person. And I think a lot of people get it misconstrued. Man, you this, you that. And that's why we have these healthy conversations so we can understand completely what a person is saying. So he's talking about the content, not the character. The content. What are you creating? But even with talking about someone's content or what they creating, everybody create content the way they feel to express it. You know what I'm saying? I still feel like everybody can do things the way they want to do it, and everybody got to be held accountable for the things that they do, not by man but by God. You know what I'm saying? So, just check it out, man. We going in on this one, y'all. This is a great interview, man. I'm here for it.
I know you better than that. I know that because y'all are amazing businessmen. And so many artists are amazing human beings off the mic, but when they get on the mic, your music reaches more people than giving away turkeys.
But don't you think sometimes it ain't what we saying, is how we saying it? And not to make it about me, but I had a situation with Rick Ross, and when I went to Drink Champs, I said some things, and the way how I said it, when I went back and replayed it, I was like, damn, if I was any one of those guys, I'd probably feel the same way.
What's up with it?
You know what I'm saying? So when Rick Ross did respond to me, I was trending. You feel me? Rick Ross being the businessman he is, it's an opportunity for him to jump out there. And he promoting his wings and everything else he got, but he disrespected my wife. I had to swallow that. I was getting phone calls like, bro, da. I like, nah, bro. I had to take accountability for how I delivered the message, even though I was trying to be correct at my speaking, but it came out the wrong way. And I think he took it the wrong way, and that's how he responded. Sometimes it ain't what we saying, it's how we say it. You know what I'm saying?
This the part I want to make clear to everybody. I don't mind if my spirit irritates someone else's demons. That don't make me feel like I did something wrong. That make me feel like I did what God has put us here to do. In Romans 12:2, it says, don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. I'm not trying to follow the rules of what people say. You got to tiptoe around this person's feelings. People will justify evil, and people's excuse for evil is called entertainment. That's their excuse for evil nowadays. Oh, it's just entertainment. Man, what I heard when I press play and what everybody else is hearing is you in first person glorifying the murder of people in your own community, selling dope to people in your own community. But we want to run behind, one, don't say nothing about that person's art in public. Don't say that out loud. You should have hit them up one-on-one. Or two, we want to say, man, that's just entertainment. That ain't real. I was telling Beehive before we started, there's a difference between glorification, narration, and education.
Correct.
When cats are glorifying something, that puts it on a pedestal to where it's like, this behavior right here, this ain't out of survival mode. This is me already being up. I'm already winning in life financially, but I'm still choosing to glorify and make this behavior seem admirable. Narration is when you're talking about what you've seen as a youngin', you heard me? When you're talking about what you've seen and you like, man, coming up in that Noya, you heard me? Like this what it was like. Coming up in the east side, you heard me? Coming up in the Goose, this what it was like in New Orleans, da. Education is when you saying, man, I might have used to been doing this stuff, But I'm about to educate y'all to show y'all how I got up hundreds of millions of dollars now and how I really was able to, overcome all them odds that were stacked against me.
And I agree completely with everything you just said and how you broke all those down. We like I say, we illustrate, don't mean we demonstrate. You know what I'm saying? And when we rapping these things, we trying to relate to a certain audience. You know what I'm talking about? When we are spitting these rhymes, you have your audience, he have his audience, she have her audience. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have their own audience, and whatever they audience pays for, I believe that's what people as an artist deliver. I don't think some people are necessarily that person that they're giving to them people, because if they was, man, I did 8 years, 8 months, 16 days in the penitentiary for something that was real that I did. You know what I'm saying? Do you still think it's glorification to the point where they saying, come on, we about to ride tonight. After I finish in this studio, I'm about to go kill something. Is it the responsibility of the people that's listening and the parents who are allowing their kids to listen to grown folks' music? Because it do say parental advisory. You know what I'm saying? The last time I checked. We all got to hold ourselves accountable. Not saying that it's right, not saying that it's wrong, but we got to give each other a time to grow. You know what I'm saying? D1, you're a phenomenal person and a rapper, and I think you can be probably a little judgmental to a lot of people how you deliver it. You know what I'm saying? I can understand you because I have bulletproof emotions. You know what I'm saying? I'm a spiritual person, so I know you're coming from a spiritual place. But what about those people who are not there? Because it took me to grow here. You know what I'm saying? So just consideration in that, like because we all hold a responsibility. We all got to hold ourselves accountable for we say, including me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm speaking from experience of how I've been dealing with, high profile individuals and not taking a chance, because I could have responded back when, he disrespected my wife. You feel me? I could have told my homeboy, yeah, man, whatever, you know what I'm talking about? But I took that on the chin because I know my intentions of what I was saying and why I was saying it. And I let it ball down, and I even reached out to homie, you know what I'm saying? So evidently he didn't want to talk. So I took that as a cool, you know what I'm saying? I see where me and him stand at as human beings. I'm on this level, he on that level. He got his blow in. I didn't intend to blow on him, but if that's what he think, he got to deal with that, you feel me? So sometimes, man, we just got to let it go. But what happens when you go back and forward? Do you become any better or any different from what they are doing?
Right. It's very important, if there is continued ongoing dialogue, to not turn it into just trying to make fun of people. Like, for example, the response that was given to me having that video was just a response that I chuckled at it. I found it funny. I sipped some apple juice and I got a good laugh out of it. I was like, I got two new nicknames. I got called Basket Head. You hear me? I got called Lil Man, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, the Lil Man did it.
Lil Man was funny.
6'2", but
yeah.
That Lil Man did it.
And my New Orleans accent.
But
you
he
heard me?
is a big guy, so Lil Man.
But I serve a bigger God though. You know what I mean? So it's like we both Lil Man compared to the God that created us both.
Yeah.
So if you had to say it any difference on how you delivered it on Sway, looking back at it now. Hey, listen. I ain't gonna keep allowing you to be disrespectful in my comments. Having no opinion is something different, but disrespect I would not tolerate. You got one more time to be disrespectful for me, and I'm gonna hit you with the blocker. Respectfully. You got my attention. Would you change the way you delivered it? You stand on the way you delivered it, and he got to deal with it. This is what I stand, what I stand on business.
I said the individuals' names. I said, I love you too much to not be honest with you. Then I said their names, and I said, brother, I love you too much to not be honest with you. I reiterated that. Then the one individual who chose to let emotions and ego, I think, dictate their response to me, that person, I didn't even go in detail about them. I went in detail talking about the brother Meek Mill, you know, and shout out to Meek Mill.
Shout out to me.
You know why?
Yeah.
Shout out to Meek Mill because Meek responded as well. Meek reposted the video clip where I was primarily talking about him, and I quote myself. All I said was, "Yo, if you the face of prison reform," I said, "Are you the face of prison reform, or are you glorifying murder in your new song, you know, that you just dropped?" I said, "Well, like, which one is it, brother?" I said, because like I was proud of you, you know, coming out of jail and the stances that you have taken and the growth that you've showed in so many aspects of your life. And I got nephews who listen to you. I got youth that I work with all across this country who listens to you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I said that Meek's response, I gotta applaud him because he responded and he was honest, number one. Even if I disagreed with his stance, he was honest, and he didn't reply with emotion or ego.
Yeah.
He replied and said, "Nah, we do everything, LOL." Basically saying I could be the face of prison reform and I could glorify murder in my music. He was like, "I've been rapping this way since before I was the face of reform." He was like, "Y'all forgot that fast?" So, and that's what that was. You know, in terms of you know, anyone else responding, I know me saying people's names, would I say it any differently? You know what's interesting is that the more important conversation is about the principle and not the person. Mm-hmm. The principle right here is that I'm drawing a line. This is good. I want people to hear this.
I'm with you.
Right now, for the first time in a long time, I'm drawing a line in the sand in the hip-hop industry. And all I'm doing is simply drawing that line and saying, what side of the line are people on? If you stand for and want to represent righteousness, then you're on this side of the line. And if you want to represent evil and negativity, then you're on that side of the line. I'm still not judging you if you're on that side, but let's draw that line. Because you know what God hates more than people on either side of that line? God hates people who are lukewarm.
Yeah.
That's in the word. And the whole industry is lukewarm at this point.
Yeah.
And that's the issue, is all I'm doing is drawing a line behind Turk. And because I'm drawing a line and being like, let's dissect what's actually being put out there right now and what we are consuming. I'm asking fans, pick what side of the line y'all are on too. And me drawing that line is making a lot of people uncomfortable because now they're like, man, this whole industry is lukewarm and we was very comfortable right there. And this is making people uncomfortable.
Okay. So what y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think? Make sure y'all put it in the comments on my YouTube channel. Y'all, if y'all ain't in YouTube, you know what I'm saying? It's good to have these conversations, man. Like, see, me and my podcast partner have started a dialogue to where you can tell your truth. You can speak your mind, but you gotta speak it respectfully. You feel me? You can't come up here and disrespect me. Cause at the end of the day, I'm a man, you're a man, she a woman, you're a woman. Like somebody in the comments won't be disrespectful. That's what keep us going back and forth. Now I could have got disrespectful with him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be the bigger person and just if I want to, just remove them. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to protect your energy. You have a lot of ignorant people that haven't grown up. And that's the conversation basically where me and D1 at. What you saying is absolutely right. You may be saying it the wrong way to a bunch of people that's like that in this comment. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a bunch of people like this in the comment, they not gonna take it. They're not gonna receive it. They're gonna put up a deflection every time and they go to confrontation, this, that. But man, you could come and sit down and get an overstanding and find a solution. Okay, well, why don't we give this a little bit time for this to happen like this? Okay, you know what? You right. We don't have no time for that because we should know better. That's the conversation and how it's supposed to, move and move smooth like that. This just part one of the interview. We did almost about 2 hours of it, and y'all gonna see how when D1, like, he went on a lot of different interviews. And what he say about the interview with me and Beehive, that we didn't instigate. You can have people instigating a situation and then you won't even see where you wrong at. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel like everybody on your side, I ain't wrong, I ain't doing nothing. But you might have somebody to be like, man, you was right there, but You think you could have said it like this, and because you got to put yourself in other people's shoes. And I had to do that, and I still do that. I'm not completely delivered from not making that mistake again, but I'm trying to be aware that I have to take into consideration other people's feelings and how other people act. But disrespect won't be tolerated at all. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't disrespect me and expect me to allow you to. Like social media, most definitely not in my face. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy how people feel like I can't get to you. I can't this. Two mountains will never meet, but two people will. You feel me? Like, stop being disrespectful to people thinking they can't get to you. Because if a person put enough energy to find you, it's easier to find you than you to find me. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, if you a person that's got enough time to write a book of disrespect, you know what I'm saying? I know you ain't getting a book of checks. You feel me? You're broke, busted, you're poor, passing over opportunities repeatedly. And that's why you have enough time on your hand to write a book of disrespect in the comments. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even want to go back and forth with you. Get out of here. Now make you another page. You can't even talk to me. And a person that be disrespectful, I always feel like you can have an opinion. Everybody have an opinion. It's the cheapest commodity in the world. But you will not disrespect me, man. Period. You feel me? Like, learn how to communicate to people before you come to somebody table to talk. If you don't know how to talk, be quiet. Listen. You know what I'm saying? Some people just don't know how to get on a level of communication. Learn how to talk. Go to school. Go to speech therapy. You know what I'm saying? You can't speak to me with a level of ignorance. I can't. It's not gonna. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna resonate. I'm sorry. I don't understand what you're saying. Nah, you can't justify hatred. You can't justify um disrespect. You can't justify that. Nobody ain't crazy. People know when a person is being this way and that way. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, um, yeah, man, that video is out right now. Um, Beehive ATL, y'all can see more of it. I don't know how Beehive dropping it, but that Still on Fire video out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, man, that's in the comments. And I'm loving the feedback. I got a remix that I'm about to do, man. It's gonna be a surprise. And shout out to my city, New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? I got something special for y'all coming. I'm actually about to be on my way to the studio, you know what I'm saying, and knock that feature out. What else? Yeah, I'm working, man. You feel me? I'm Beehive just sent me something now. I'm working. No lurking. B. Hold on. B, what up? I just was on the live talking about you, boy. This motherfucker. So I'm gonna wait till I get off of this motherfucker and hit you right back. These phones are motherfucker for whatever reason. They be picking up, you know. And yeah, man, look, man, me personally, I'm not looking for validation, man. I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? All that, no man can put a validation tag on me and say, you're worth this. You're not worth this. You feel me? Bro, it don't work with me. I am who I am, man. I'm a king, man. You heard me? I am who I am, man. It's gonna irritate a lot of y'all because I know who I am. You feel me? Like you can't break my spirit, bro. I'm a I'm a different type of dude. If you come for me, you're gonna wind up leaving by yourself, man. I promise you. You feel me? You're gonna make a blank trip. You feel me? Do not come for me, man. Don't try to find out a loophole or a weak spot. It's none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that dude, man. You feel me? Like I'm him. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of him. I'm one of them who know who he is. You feel me? That's the greatest secret. I found it out. You know what I'm talking about? I found it out, man. So, when you on that level of knowledge and you have accumulated it, you know what I'm saying? The only thing I want to do is give it back to somebody else. You feel me? Like it's bigger than y'all be thinking rap. Man, I'm more to the world than rap, man. You better suck it in, soak it up. You know what I'm talking about? Before you don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm a different type of beast, man. And I say that in the most humble way, you know. And when your enemy anybody that's against you know that, they know that too. You feel me? All thing y'all gotta do is pay attention. You can't count me out because you don't know how to count in my life. You feel me? You don't count in my life if you try to do that. You feel me? My life is already it predestined and is already me walking in my vision. Like you can't take me out of my vision. Only me can take me out of my vision. You feel me? God showed it to me. He ain't show you my vision. You don't know where the next step I'm going. On that you got to do is pay attention to what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? You don't know where I'm going. You feel me? I know because God showed it to me in the same way with y'all, man. Nobody can take you out of your vision but you because God get that vision to you. That's why you got to get from around people who are naysayers, who don't believe the way you believe. You feel me? If you keep on being around them type of people, you will eventually start believing like they believe. A lot of these people walk around in fear talking about what you can't do. Nah, you got to reverse that and say, you can't do it. And you got to always walk around in faith, not by sight. Sometimes what you see, it don't be, but God done already showed you what it already is. So why listen to a human being who just like you? You feel me? Nah, especially if they going against what God showed you. Yeah, man. I stand on that. But y'all make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, and share, man. I'm about to get on phone my podcast partner, chop it up, my dog Beehive. You know what I'm saying? All my business partners, we talk every day to keep the business straight. You know what I'm saying? All the snakes from trying to penetrate. You know what I'm saying? You got to have meetings with your team. And just know that you can't do nothing without a team. You got to have a mastermind group of people that's on the same type of mindset that you on. When you have a mastermind group, y'all gonna talk business every probably 3 days. And that's how you keep it tight. That's how you keep on planning, executing, and going up. And they be trying to figure it out. You ain't doing nothing but planning and execute. You know what I'm saying? Stand away from a few. You feel me? That's it. That's all. Man, till next time, y'all already know what it is, man. Telling the truth, not hating.